Hello and welcome to a Quad's Eye View, a video where I give commentary and opinions on all sorts of different things from a quadriplegic's point of view. And today, we're looking at one of the best movies, or the highest grossing movies of all time, Avatar. Alright, so Avatar was released back in 2009. And it was an absolute hit. It held, and might still hold, I can't remember off the top of my head, all sorts of different box office records for the amount of money that it brought in. I personally went and saw it at the movies when it was first released, and it was the first movie I ever saw in 3D. And it blew me away. I absolutely love the movie, and I'll say that straight up. Everything that I have to say about this movie is actually to do with the portrayal of somebody with a disability within it. Okay, so, you know, the movie itself, like I said, I loved it. It was a really good premise, and being the first 3D movie, it just absolutely blew my mind. But what I have an issue with in it, okay, is the portrayal, or the role, sorry, of Jake Sully. Okay, so Avatar is set in the year 2154, okay? And Jake Sully is a former US Marine paralysed from waist down due to wounds sustained in combat. So for me, this obviously has a few sort of trigger points there where I'm like, okay, well, I'm a veteran myself and I'm a quadriplegic, okay? So I've got a little bit more damage to my spine than a paraplegic does, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. So this is my problem with the movie, okay? First of all, there was a few things physically that got to me. Now, overall, I thought that Sam Worthington did a really good job, along with the crew and that everything there, of portraying the physical abilities of a paraplegic. So, you know, they showed him transferring in and out of the chair, pulling his legs over, the legs themselves, however they did it, they were portrayed in the movie as being fairly wasted and that, which is typical for somebody who has broken their spine or had spinal damage, lower down past where the spinal cord ends into the equina region, they call it. It's like horsehair. So basically with that, the physical portrayal of the shifting that was great. I mean, what the things that they didn't really cover in there is issues around toileting and bowels. When you've got an injury that low, you often have what's called a flaccid bladder and bowel. So, you know, you don't have pretty much any control over what you're doing. Now, this is a generalisation, obviously. There is all sorts of different spinal cord injuries out there, and every single one of them is different. My major beef comes from the actual story of Jake Sully. At the beginning of the movie, he is shown as being in a bar, drunk. He tries to do the right thing by splitting up a fight between a man and a woman, but he is shown as messy, long hair, not taking care of himself. Basically portrayed as somebody who has given up hope. Okay? Now, as the movie goes on, you come to realise that in 2154, the medical system for paraplegics is no better than it is in America right now. Either you've got the money to help you out, in that case you can get whatever you want, but if you ain't got money, too fucking bad. This trope is used so much in movies, okay, where somebody has a disability and as a result they're automatically sad, okay, because, life's so hard when you have a disability. Look, I'm sorry, it's not, okay? Disabilities are like any challenge in life. You can overcome them, okay? But you got to remember the word challenge. It's not going to be easy, okay? But you can overcome them. Hell, I'm a quadriplegic, okay? I'm hugely jealous of Jake Sully and the amount of mobility that he has. I mean, hell, if I could transfer myself from my chair into other things, life would be amazing. He's this real sort of grumpy, down on his luck, unhappy, you know, willing to sell out his values for the opportunity to get fixed. That is some toxic ableism right there. Okay? You don't need to be fixed. You know, and then this is, on top of that, then gets compounded, right? He's unhappy. Like I said, he's willing to sell his soul. He's spying on the scientists and the Navi. He's willing to spy on the Navi race in order to have a chance of getting his spine fixed when he gets back and becoming normal again. Don't get me wrong, it would be nice to regain some stuff, but the truth is that walking is down the list of priorities. Okay? I would just love to be able to flip someone the finger. Okay? I can't move my hands. You know, somebody's come in from the outside and offering help, as if he can't actually do it himself. And this is a big trope that you see in a lot of movies around disability, that, you know, it's not until the kindly person or somebody comes along and offers them a deal that they can actually feel better about themselves. And then it's compounded. It's compounded by the very first Avatar scene where he jumps into the blue body, okay? And then as soon as he wakes up in this new body, he is instantly happy and ecstatic and carrying on. And these tropes like that, it reinforces this really shitty idea through society that when you have a disability, you can't be happy. When you have a disability, you never have hope. When you have a disability, you can't be normal. Okay? That's bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Calling it out right now. So people ask me, you know, why is it so bad to have those tropes? Okay? Why am I so against it? So here's the thing. As somebody who has acquired their impairment, okay, at the age of 22, before that, all I knew of disability was what I'd seen in the media. And everything in the media was negative, okay? Everything that was shown basically said that you had no hope, you were unhappy, that you were never going to be able to be normal and part of the community. And you know what? Yeah, it's frustrating sometimes to have an impairment, to not be able to pick things up off the ground, to, you know, not be able to walk on sand and stuff like that. You know, yeah, it can be annoying, but those things don't mean that I can't be happy. Those things don't mean that I can't have an independent, fulfilling, awesome life, because I do, okay? Now, when somebody is surrounded by those negative images all the time, and then they acquire this impairment, they become this thing that they've always been told to fear, always been taught that, you know, you really need to not be this. Those images is what leads to the comments of, oh, if I had a disability like that, I'd probably kill myself, okay? All those constant negative connotations means that when somebody acquires their disability, instead of coming to the realization that their life is still as good as they choose to make it, that their life can have meaning, okay, that there is hope, okay, these people, they don't realize that. And suddenly you've got people who don't even try. That's what's so harmful about these tropes. So, hope you guys have found that illuminating and enlightening. If you enjoyed it, okay, please like, subscribe, all of those good things. Follow us on all the other social media channels and have a look at some of our other videos. We've got some really cool stuff around here, okay? Yeah, look after yourself, look after each other, and I'll catch you next time.